the port of Tauranga. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. They're getting all set up, ready for us to go and explore the town. It looks like it's on a bit of a spit, isn't it? You can actually see the ocean over there. And yeah, we've come around and come into the harbour. So looks like they're loading or unloading something. So we'll see what we get up to. Well, we're walking off the boat this morning at Tauranga to see what we can get up to. We've got nothing booked.
No.
So we'll just see who's gonna give us something.
Running down the ramp.
It's a bit steep, isn't it?
Yeah, just
it's a bit cool out here.
yes.
Apparently you can climb the top of that and do a walk up there.
No. Cafeteria. I wonder whether they sell chai lattes here.
Don't know. Yeah, so we've booked on a tour to Hobbiton.
Yes.
Hobbiton. And it leaves at 10. It's an hour and a half
To get there.
11:30, and it's a 2-hour trip.
12:30, 1:30.
So it's an hour and a half to get back. So we're going to supposedly back up 4:30. Let's hope.
That's right.
Let's hope nothing goes wrong.
The boat doesn't leave until 6.
6,
anyway.
yeah.
So everybody has to be 6:30. Everybody has to be back on at
Aboard at 6, yeah.
Yep.
So that's a nice little bay, isn't it? Look at it. That's terrific. Mountain. Oh, see, that's a tsunami evacuation zone up the hill. Pretty good. There's a Costco boat. Chinese. Zing, Jing, Jung, Zuhu. Beachside Holiday Park, Mount Maganui, maybe. Pretty nice little park. Well, this is the extension or the main part of the Beachside Holiday Park, and up here is there's those fence poles along there. That's a walking trail. Apparently that's and there's up there as well. Walking trail. That's the evacuation route for tsunamis. And this is over the other side, so it's a bit of a spit. Nice rock. And this is where all the coffee shops are. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coffee shops. All together. And then there's that ship heading out, the Costco boat. So here's something I've never seen before in my life. It is a building site which is surrounded by scaffolding, and the scaffolding is covered in plastic. Has a dual purpose. It stops dust because they're renovating. It's not actually a new build. They're renovating, and it stops the dust from escaping and affecting other people. Also stops the weather from getting in, so they can rip a roof off or whatever and continue working when it's raining and the cold winds are blowing. Amazing. Peppy 1 Beach Express.
It's Peppy. Peppy toot.
How's that for a cool slippery dip, eh? Under shade, got a pipe at the top. You must get up some speed, actually comes down a hill. And over there is the climbing gear for the kids. What a great park. There we go, there's a little fix for me. A bunning store.
Scone with raspberry jam and cream through to the corrugated iron there.
That's a pretty big Bunnings.
It's not too bad, eh? So there's a road out here to the right, past those black cattle. That's the road you go to go to the movie set. And on the left here is the Shire's Rest. Fairly typical day, lots of people, lots of buses. And here at the Shire's Rest, the toilets are just under the big trees. The cafe's up the stairs. And you see where those lot of people are lined up, where it says tour departures. That's the bus shelter, and behind that is the souvenir shop. You'll be lined up. There's a little blackboard with times on it, just up on the roof of that little bus shelter, and there'll be one there that says 12 o'clock. That's where near where you'll line up, and I'll just meet you there with the tickets.
So it's like a cafe, restaurant, eating area, and there's lots of tables, picnic tables outside. And we wait here for our designated tour, because you can't actually go to the movie set unless you got to be with a guide. So our tour time slot is 12 o'clock, and we got 15 minutes, and our bus driver's over there with our tickets, so he's gone and bought our tickets from the ticket shop. So we can get our tickets and sit on a seat and wait if we want. There's $20 posters in my pocket. Hobbit map, all sorts of different things. $300. Aragon 1/8 scale collectible figure. T-shirts. There's bottles of all the baby stuff. Oh, slippers, moccasins. Hobbiton hoodie.
Oh yeah. Beanie.
Beanies.
Some beanie. Yeah, their hats, their beanie.
All the bottles. Oh, the mugs. The Green Dragon. So that's the pub where we end our tour. $25. Halfling. Marathon Stein. What are these? Hobbit bottles. Treebeard. More characters. Really epic. Wow.
It's amazing.
It's better than Movie World.
Melaleuca honey.
Won't be able to bring that back into Australia though. Elfies. Turn yourself into an elf.
They're quite cool, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah. It's like a wetsuit material.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hobbit cloak.
I'd recognize him anywhere.
Look at the pipes. Non-functional. Wow. All these figures. Look at them all. What? Well, here we are, Hobbiton, waiting for our tour guide and for the bus to empty. This is our tour group. This is a walking trail into Hobbiton, and I think this is where Gandalf rode his cart down, and Baggins was up here and said he's late. Oh wow. Wow. This is awesome.
All camouflage back there.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at the gardens. Look at the washing on the line.
Yeah, no, that's what the
And
lady
smoke.
was saying up there. Yeah. Washing the
Smoke on the chimney. Freeze is cool.
If you would like to listen in, make your way on down towards me. Do continue grabbing your photos if you'd like. Now, who here thinks they have spotted Bag End, home of Bilbo and Frodo Baggins, our most important hobbits? So if you have a look right at the top of the hill, big green door with a tree above it, that is Bag End. We are going to be heading up there later. But for now, I'll tell you a little bit about the area that we're currently standing in. So we call this area here Gandalf's Cutting, and it appears 3 times in the film. The first time is shortly after the clip that you guys saw on the bus of Frodo and Gandalf on Gandalf's cart. They ride through on that cart between the stone walls that you just walked through. They come down this path towards me, and then they head up and around that corner. And just past that gate there is where Gandalf sets off a load of fireworks for the Hobbit children who run behind them. Now, for those of you familiar with Elijah Wood and Ian McKellen, the actors for Frodo and Gandalf, you'll know that in real life, they are not that much different in height. But when we see them in that scene, they're sat next to each other on the cart, you can see there's a pretty distinct height difference between the little hobbit and the really tall wizard. Now, the way that they did this wasn't with any CGI or special effects, it was with a technique that we call forced perspective. And so in that scene, Elijah Wood is actually sat 3 meters behind Ian McKellen. They had a cart specially built with a split bench seat, and it's only with the right camera angle that they look as if they are sat next to each other. When they're talking to each other, they're not looking at each other directly in the face, because then their heads will be in the wrong position. You see immediately that they're 3 meters apart. So instead, they're both looking to the side and then down and up respectively to create the illusion that they're sat next to each other having a conversation with a massive height difference that definitely doesn't exist in real life. Does that all make sense?
Yes.
Perfect. Now they... characters assigned to the Hobbit holes. Not necessarily a named character, but just something that our design team will put in place, basically flesh out the personalities of the Hobbits within here. So this
Catch of the day.
So we've got fishes in the low box,
It's a smoke
door
on here.
frame, the big giveaway is the...
It's a nice meal on the table.
God, we could do some Kennedy.
clotheslines at the back. Wow. They're just there.
Yeah, pretty easy spot that one. Honey out front, hives on the hill. The hives are not real because we would be inviting trouble if they were, I think. But the honey in the jars is real honey because it keeps forever anyway, so might as well use it. The other hobbit hole, or the other hobbit who lives in this area, is the local drunk, and they live right at the very back. You'll see there's a hammock. Below the hammock is a barrel. The table in front of that hobbit hole has got lots of empty bottles on it as well. So, it's a working water pot.
Wow, what a view. There's bird out the front. Oh, cool.
The main thing is taking a good photo. And then trying to line things up nicely. Guys, feel free to wait for us at the top corner there. Okay.
I think we just...
The steps go down the hill. Wow. It's the Dragon Pub. They really pack them through. Each group is 10 minutes apart. Yeah, she's been all around the world.
Okay. Been all the way around the world. I wish you had.
Well, a few places.
Now do please keep shuffling past these and talking.
I would be with her if she had. And I haven't been around the world.
But a few things to mention about Bag comes off inside Bag End. And if you look just inside the door, as you get closer to it, you'll notice it does look as if there's a proper Hobbit-style interior beyond this door. Now, that is an illusion wall. It's only there for about 3 metres on the left-hand side of the Hobbit hole. And that's so when they were taking shots, actually going in and out of Bag End, it looked as if it was complete, when in reality,
Very steep paths around the hill.
So good. Look at the way it goes right round.
Oh, yeah. It's like a mansion, isn't it?
Not that I can see anything.
Look at the chimney.
It's cool, isn't it?
We're going down to the party field, I think. Please keep off the grass.
we're just staying on this area with the benches here, guys. Wander around this area. So this is the party field. This was the venue for Bilbo's 11th birthday in the films and also in the books. Bilbo actually shared his birthday with another character. Does anyone know who that is?
Frodo.
Yes. You know how old he turns?
With the White House.
They're 50 years old. They're 33.
33.
Frodo turns 33.
Exactly. It's the coming of age year for hobbits. So on the same day that Bilbo turns 111, Frodo turns 33. 111 plus 33 is 144, also known as a gross of hobbits, which is the amount of hobbits that were meant to be at that big birthday party. Now over here is the party tree, Radiata Pine again. It's about 100 to 120 years old, which places its germination at around the same time as the creation of Middle-earth itself. So I think it's a pretty nice parallel. You can write the Tolkien time to write those first few ideas down. It is basically the main reason that we have the set here. So right before the location scout actually knocked on the door of the Alexander family homestead, he'd actually already hired a plane and done a recce flight over the farm and spotted not just this tree, but also two other features that are related to what is discussed about Hobbiton and the Shire in the book. So that is the big hill the Bag End sits in, positioned directly behind the tree, and the lake just beyond it. So to have all three of those major features in such close proximity in this particular layout meant that this really was the ideal location to build Hobbiton, because it meant they could build the entire village here rather than splitting across different parts of the country, as had been a plan, very common practice for the filming. They did end up building a replica for the bottom 4 metres of this tree, and that was for use in studios. So parts of the party team were shot here. For example, when we see Pippin and Merry let off the firework inside a tent, that tent then flies into the air. The way that tent moves by attaching it to a high tensile wire and a pulley system in this tree. An example of a scene that was not shot here though is whenever you see Old Bilbo, specifically as played by Ian Holm, the actor. And that's because Ian Holm never once came to Hobbiton at any point while he was alive. That's due to both scheduling and health reasons. But that doesn't mean to say we never see Old Bilbo here. It would have been a body double. So they had a guy called Kieran Shaw and a lady called Fawn, who was adults who were about this tall. They were our body doubles for the Hobbit. Likewise, we also had a guy called Tall Paul Randall. He's a police officer from Wellington City. In costume, he is 7'1" and basically the back of Gandalf's head. Whenever you see the back of Gandalf's head and he's having a conversation with Elijah Wood or Martin Freeman, chances are that wasn't Ian McKellen, that was probably Paul Randall, just to get the sight lines correct when they're having those kind of discussions.
There's a fire within. Oh, it's cool. Look at the garden edging as a basket.
Look at the little shop.
Oh, stick Pinky in the box.
Upside down.
Starting with the concept artists. So the concept artists for the films, John Howe and Alan Lee, very well known, widely respected Tolkien illustrators. They were personally headhunted by Peter Jackson to be the concept artists for the films. They were the concept artists for these, and their vision was turned into reality by an incredibly talented team of builders and architects who were led by Brian Massey, who was the art director for the first Hobbit film. And I should mention, the first piece of concept art for these Hobbit holes, that was commissioned way back in 2014. So this project has essentially been 10 years in the making. So you've timed your visit very, very well, guys. Good job. Now, Peter Jackson himself was also involved. Peter Jackson, Fran Walsh, Philippa Boynes and Catherine Lim, one of the lead set decorators on the films, they generated a narrative to basically explain the lives of the Hobbit families who live in these particular Hobbit holes. They give you back to the films, back to the texts, basically packing them full of little Easter eggs that should give you a bit of a clue as to how these Hobbit families slot into the wider narrative of the story.
So we're going into a Hobbit house. Do I need to duck? Or just? Oh, awesome.
I'm only short, yeah.
Come in, guys.
No problems.
Very modern Hobbits. We have air conditioning.
Oh, how cool is this? Oh, this is actually.
Our friends were here last month and took photos. And
Oh my goodness.
Look at the roots.
Yes.
that's amazing.
Oh, look at the dressing table.
Just stay there and I'll go through and take it a little bit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, this is fantastic.
You can go in.
Oh wow, it's a bedroom out here. Oh wow. Oh, it's amazing.
Bathroom and shower.
Is it?
Yeah. Copper bath.
Goodness me. It's like a never-ending maze, is it?
Okay, if it doesn't come out, it's not right.
WC. Oh, it comes from the main room, okay. Oh, study with a window. And bunks. Look at the bunks.
Oh my goodness me.
Pinky's having a snooze.
You got
It's
it?
got a bunk. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Go around through the other bedroom. Go in through that other door.
You want to take a picture with?
Oh wow. So good.
Family tree. It's actually a real fire.
She said it. One of us had to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here's another one.
That's the toilet.
Oh, there's a toilet.
WC.
Yes, I know.
Whoops, sorry.
You might notice that we're missing. You guys might notice that we're missing something very, very important from the Hobbit hole. What do you guys think it is?
Kitchen.
Kitchen? Let's head on through.
Yeah.
And we'll see something very special.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness.
Take a photo of me, I'll cook something.
Oh, this is amazing.
It's a tart. In the dining room. Oh my goodness me. This is double the size.
Isn't it?
Kitchen sink. The pies.
It's probably bigger than half the house.
The pantry.
Look at the tarts.
Hey, ready? Another one?
It's just amazing, isn't it? Look at these.
Whoa.
Look at the dining table.
We're here, guys.
Oh, it's just amazing. I'm going to sit at the table.
It's the office. Such detail. Notice board.
I've gone a bit quick for it.
Isn't it? It's just amazing.
Shire. Field got choice mushrooms.
It's just amazing.
I think that's a chicken.
Oh, look. Is that where we went in?
No, that's the other one. That's the red one. That's the other house. Yeah. See, we're split in two. Half us went in this one and half went in that one.
I don't know.
We're making our way down from the hill to the Green Dragon, which is a pub. Look at the eels hanging up. Do you see the eels? The eels hanging up.
Yeah.
Another little jetty.
Oh, look at the water things.
The wheels turning around.
How cool is that?
On the lake. Something over there. This is inside the Green Dragon Inn. Big bar, please. The first bar. Craving of the Green Dragon up top. And across to the second.
What did I get you, mate? Have a good day so far? All good?
This is outside the Green Dragon. Quite a big pub. Oh look, the fireplace has a door on the outside so you can clean the ashes out without carrying them back through inside. Awesome. So we're in the Green Dragon having an ale,
Apple cider.
apple cider.
Absolutely yummy.
And we've been through Hobbiton and had a look around.
And it was
Absolutely amazing. Isn't
Oh, just
it? I had
amazing.
no idea it was so big. It was huge, absolutely huge.
Absolutely huge.
And
Pinky got in a few photos,
Pinky got up to mischief.
as usual.
But that they actually most of the nearly all of the hobbit holes are just facades. They
Yes.
don't really exist. But they actually built two hobbit houses for us to walk through, and they only opened end of last year.
Yeah.
Took them 9 months. What they say, 2,000 people involved
Yep.
in building all the different things. It was so detailed. It's incredible.
Oh, yeah, absolutely incredible.
Detailed.
Yeah.
And big, huge.
Yes.
Under the hill was huge houses.
Oh, absolutely
Anyway,
amazing.
We had a good time.
Amazing, it really was. The kitchen and the bathroom and just like the actual stove and the tarts that they had, like food already made and
food in the process being made.
and the stove
Pantries.
was hot, and they had like a kettle you could swing it, like just
Actually
like
had
the really old
In the
fashioned.
lounge room, it was dining lounge room was actually a fire. There
Yeah,
was
like a real
in the
fire
place.
going, yeah. And a real fire in the kitchen. It was just fantastic. You have to have a look at the pictures because, just us telling you what it looked like just does not describe it. It was just
If you get a
amazing.
chance to come here, you got to do it.
Oh,
You got to do it.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's the end of this video. We head back to the ship this afternoon,
Yes.
and we head for 3 days of sea.
Not looking forward to
Not looking forward to 3 days of sea out in the open ocean. But, oh well, we'll see what we get up to on the boat.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.